everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, I'm a piano music. So guys, dreams and goals are great to have, especially if you want to be somebody in life. They tell you to dream big. I mean, even my mom told me to dream big. So much so that I thought I would be the starting point guard of the Sacramento Kings one day. And unfortunately that never materialized. So I ended up on black YouTube. But anyways, today I want to talk about, unrealistic goals and realistic ones. My dream to be a point guard for the Kings, unrealistic. But there are certain things that we can get if we are realistic enough. Like if you're a pretty young lady and you happen to be known in an industry, you should be able to do things like sell merchandise, get movie roles, be a hot commodity, even be a great, catch for a man. Let's enter in today's conversation Amber Rose, because she's all of that and more. Amber Rose had every opportunity in the hip hop industry to date and mate with rich, powerful men. In fact, she was the first popular girlfriend of Kanye West. Then Wiz Khalifa married her. That didn't work out, 21 Savage. Then she got cheated on by Alex Edmond. And if you can look at the kind of decline in as much money as the guys had, it got lower as she got older. I don't know if that is a coincidence, but that's exactly what happened. But now Instagram models and ladies who are getting older are now in the position where they can't get the same things that they could in their prime. Now, it's not that they're bad looking or they look much different. It's just that the competition is much fierce. You remember like in 2005, there were very few Instagram models or ladies who look like Amber Rose. And now in 2022, there's women of all races and nationalities who look like Amber Rose, whether they have it naturally or not. But now Amber Rose is having a hard time finding an ideal man. She posts this on Instagram. Sad music. Why is it so hard to find an intelligent, sexy, rich, successful, tattooed gentleman that also has kids, but it's not an abusive narcissist, and he's definitely an atheist, but also a feminist? I'm not asking for much. And I think that what I want to do is to, sort of play this particular TikTok clip, because I think this is important. This is about Jason Derulo. And this is about Jason Derulo and why he cheats on every woman he's with. And then I'll come back.
If you don't know, Jenna and Jason Derulo dated. Then they had this adorable little baby. So the two of them break up and Jenna decides to take this to the internet. She says women don't deserve to be treated and judged the way they are. No one aspires to be a single mom. It's the biggest heartbreak and failure for me personally, knowing I'm alone in this when I wanted love and wanted marriage and the happy family unit. But if your non-negotiables are being tested, you'll never find peace in that relationship. There's nothing in life I want more than my family to be together, but I can't be the only one working to make that happen. If a man wants to be with a different girl every week over his family, I'll never accept that. We will never be able to make it work happily. I've been straight up told that I should turn the other cheek. I'll never be okay with sharing a lover that I love with all of my heart. I don't receive child support. All I ever wanted was a family to love and experience life with. If the streets come first, I can't change that. So stop blaming women like we choose the single mother life. That is hella annoying. You don't know what women go through to try to make it work. It was never about money or dating someone famous I loved. We planned to have a baby and a life together. It didn't work out. Life must go on. Leave me alone. Okay, so let me give my take on this. Oh gosh. So Jason Derulo is famous. He's handsome. He is surrounded by beautiful women constantly. And you know this when you guys start dating. You know this. What are the odds that a guy is handsome, rich, famous, and also going to be faithful to you? If you want to date guys on that high of a level, if you want to be a part of that life, that is what usually comes with it. Now, I know there are exceptions, but it is not the rule. Most men, if they have beautiful models wanting to sleep with them all the time, at some point, they're probably going to give in and do it. I'm sorry. So your options are either to date someone less famous, less handsome, and they won't cheat on you, or go for those guys and they probably will. Like, I am just so tired of women acting like the victims and acting like they didn't know what they were getting into. Like, what, you really thought Jason Derulo was going to be faithful to you? Why? Why would you think that? And I know being cheated on sucks. It's not a fun experience. But you're making a child with a man before you're married, knowing he's an international celebrity, knowing he probably has never been faithful to a girl ever, and acting shocked when he cheats on you. Like, come on. I'm just tired of us playing the victim. You knew what you're getting yourself into.
All right, so you heard the TikToker there, right? What she had to say. You see, there lies the problem. You see, Amber, you're looking for somebody who's in the top 1%. Somebody who is very handsome, very rich, with tattoos. But the issue is you expect that person to be faithful to you. And I'm sorry, probably according to the guys that you deal with, they don't feel like you're, well, maybe that important enough for them to just be with you. That's why you can't find it. And one of the reasons why you can't find it is because maybe you're not what you're asking for. And that tends to be the problem, right? See, a guy who has a lot of money, a guy who is very attractive, I don't know if he's an atheist and a feminist, that's probably unlikely. But to get a guy like that to be faithful to somebody that's Amber Rose, it's probably never going to occur because that person has so many opportunities. It would be very difficult to find the value in Amber Rose if she has something for that guy because he's already too busy being preoccupied. But the question is not about how much value does Amber Rose have. The question is, why didn't you already find that already? In the issues, you've never found that. You've never found that. See, this is what we talk about with unrealistic expectations. This is what guys are complaining about, right? A lot of ladies like Amber Rose feel that you should be able to get a guy like that, a guy who's an atheist, a guy who's a feminist, and guys who's rich with tattoos. Most guys who are rich are usually, not all the time, but alpha men. There are guys out there who are rich and you probably don't want them, but you can't qualify for that. Even the most beautiful women will have a hard time with a man like that. Like Beyonce. I'm not saying that Jay-Z is anything, but as far as looks is concerned to her, but Jay-Z cheats on Beyonce. He has, but it's because of who he is. That's not trying to say it, make it right, because it's the truth. Somebody like Amber Rose, who carries on the way she does, it's a turnoff for a lot of guys. I'm just going to be real. It's a turnoff for most successful men out there. And the way that Amber Rose carries on with the slut walk and stuff like that, she's going to attract a certain kind of guy. Like who? I'll tell you, like Kanye, who is really not that faithful. 21 Savage, listen to his rap lyrics and you'll find out he's not that faithful. Wiz Khalifa, not that faithful. Alex Edmond, he cheated on you like all the time. And this is the guy that made the least amount of money and he cheated on you the most. It shows that what you're looking for is not a faithful man in the qualities. You can't have everything you want. It's just like us as black men. You might want a girl who looks like an Instagram model, who is submissive, who cooks and cleans. It's more likely you can find it, but it's probably going to be difficult. You're probably going to be getting somebody who has some attributes in other places. Like, let's look at LeBron James. Why is he with Savannah James and not your average Instagram model? Because she has qualities that are not really based on looks. Good looking lady. Russell Westbrook, same thing. Chris Paul, same thing. You see, Amber Rose is not really caring about character. You're still hooked up on phenotype. And that's why every time you go for a guy like that, it ends up in a bad situation. And also, as an older model, it doesn't help that guys have a lot more opportunities in today's world. The world is smaller. It's more interconnected. You have more competition than you did 15 years ago. It's something that a lot of ladies don't want to look at. And you have children. That's also something to look at for a lot of guys who are rich. Again, that's something that ladies have to look at when they're looking at wanting a man. They have not even really weighed themselves. Like a rich guy is probably going to not want to have a woman with kids if he can get it from somebody who doesn't have kids. It's the way the world goes. Not saying that there are not guys out there who will do it, but probably less likely to do it. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode, Celebrity Junk. We're your cheer for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.